All right, welcome to today's class. We're going to be talking about focus, motivation, and essential oils. My name is Caroline Lee. I'm a diamond wellness advocate with doTERRA, and I have been sharing oils for about 8 years now. I am going to talk a little bit more about how the body's aroma, like just smelling something, can affect the emotions, and how essential oils can play a role in smelling something and motivating us or helping us stay focused, and how we can connect the two to help us out. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today. At the end of the class, I'm going to talk a little bit about the e-booklet that you guys get for free for watching this class, with chock loads of information for you know, recipes for meditation and focus and motivation, as well as daytimes, like what's a good afternoon oil, what's a good morning oil. They're going to have lots of that in that ebook. We're not going to get to all of it, but it is a good thing to have with you. And on that note, last week's class, if you haven't had a chance to see it, you can still find that event. We did talk about the Lifelong Vitality Pack, and that class is still available for one more week. If you want to view that, just reach out to me and I'll make sure you get that. Next week's class will be essential oils and children. So if you would like to learn a little bit more about oils that you can use on your kids and dilution ratios and all that kind of fun stuff, tune in to next week's webinar, Essential Oils and Children. All right, with that, I'm going to go ahead and move my little face out of the way, and I'm going to get started with our class. Okay, so we are going to jump right in. Let me get my PowerPoint here going. Now, the ability to feel focused and motivate is really an essential part for people who feel successful. And no matter what type of task that you're hoping to accomplish, whether you're a third grader or you're just trying to finish a math problem, a business owner trying to balance their books, an artist creating a new piece, or even a busy parent trying to complete a long to-do list, you'll need to find enough concentration, inspiration, and enthusiasm to get the job done. Now, today we were going to discuss just a few ways that essential oils can potentially help promote feelings of focus and motivation in order to help you accomplish your goals. Now, it should come to no surprise that our moods and our emotions are major factors when it comes to feeling focused or motivated. And in most cases, those emotions that we experience either work in our favor to help us accomplish the task at hand, or they really become an obstacle that stands in the way of getting things done. Now, every day we are faced with experiences and decisions, outside factors that really can shape or influence our mood. Now, we are all human, and we can never completely escape the impact of their emotions, but typically our emotions have significant influence on our mood, motivations, behaviors, and the way that we think. We experience dozens of negative and positive emotions throughout a single day, and our responses to these negative and positive emotions really will determine our general mood, which consequently can play a major role in how we feel focused or motivated. Now, while positive, uplifting emotions can help us stay more focused and concentrated, motivated, or committed to a task, negative emotions can leave us feeling discouraged, disinterested, or confused, thus limiting our ability to get things done and move forward. Now, there are many solutions for promoting focus and motivation, and some are more effective than others. Now, because each individual has a unique personality and a different set of experiences, tactics that can help promote focus and motivation with one person may not be as effective for another person. So it's really important to remember that some people struggle with focus and motivation more than others, and certain tasks can be difficult for some people, while others find it is really easy for them. Now, among the methods For promoting motivation and focus, the use of essential oils has the potential to create an uplifting, energizing, or calming environment that propels us towards successful accomplishing important tasks. Now, let's talk about smell. Our sense of smell is one of the most miraculous ways that we can experience the world. Even faint aromas can engage our sense of smell and trigger a response. I have 5 brothers, so whenever anyone passed gas, there was always a response, right? Now, compared to animals, the human sense of smell is actually relatively weak. However, our sensitivity to aromas allow us to experience responses when we encounter a scent. We often don't realize that our sense of smell does more than just detect the aromas. The specific smell that we encounter have the potential to generate several responses depending on how the aroma interacts with the brain. Now, although many of our brain processes, many parts of our brain processes the emotion, aroma, let me go back here, guys. Although the way that our brain processes aromas is complex, there's a simple explanation on how specific aromas can elicit a response within us. Now, when someone emits an odor or an aroma, the molecules of that matter, they float through the air up your nostrils. And once they reach the nostrils, these molecules are picked up by the olfactory receptors found in your nose. And the aroma then processed to the olfactory system inside of the brain. And the olfactory system is the area of the brain that is known for controlling your sense of smell. Now, once the nerve cells, detect the aroma, they send a nerve signal to the brain, which can then identify the smell. Now, the nerve signal transmits information from the olfactory system all the way to the lymphatic system. Now, that's part of the brain where our emotions and our memories are stored. Now, the limbic system then creates a response based on the memories and the emotions associated with that particular aroma. Thus, with my brothers and their flagellants, right? We definitely have a response that goes with that. Now, particularly anytime we experience an aroma, our brain makes a connection based on a memory or an experience we had with the smell or a similar smell. And because of this, no two people will have identical reactions to the same aroma or odor. That's why you'll find some people that love some scents and hate others. Each of us really have our unique memories and experiences. So when we encounter an aroma, our brain will make a unique connection and produce a custom response. Because of some aromas are specific compounds that are known to produce a specific type of response, whether positive or negative, calming or lifting. It is still possible to harness the power of smell to elicit a desired response. Now, this is the basic idea behind using essential oils for this designated purpose, like promoting focus and motivation. Now, excuse me. The chemical components found in essential oils can be useful for encouraging desired responses. Now, because focus has much to do with our emotional state, it can also be impacted by our mood. Now, essential oils can provide a safe and natural way to promote feelings of focus, in addition to providing a natural solution for creating focus-friendly environment. Essential oils are also extremely potent, so only a small amount of the oil is really needed to be effective. Now, when it comes to promoting feelings of focus and clarity, there are several ways to create a favorable environment. And as we discussed earlier, most essential oils can be generally characterized in 2 categories, calming or uplifting. It turns out that both calming and uplifting essential oils can be used to help you to stay alert. And sometimes it can be helpful to promote calming and grounding or balancing emotions to help encourage those feelings of focus when your mind is really way too busy or you're distracted. By creating a calm environment, you can prepare yourself for focusing on the task before you, rather than worrying about all the things you've got going on in your mind. Now, in other instances, it can be helpful to promote the energizing or refreshing emotions in order to wake up your mind and prepare yourself for concentration. Now, it can be difficult to focus on things when you're feeling sleepy or sluggish or uninterested. So invoking the feelings of energy can be useful for creating a focus-promoting environment. Now, when you're using essential oils to promote focus, you'll want to look for oils that have the calming, the grounding, or balancing properties, or energizing, refreshing properties with the situation calls for it. And in that ebook that you're going to get, it's going to talk about the chemical constituents that are known for specifically helping you with those things, so you can make that connection. You know, if it has limonene that promotes energy, then you look for the products of the essential oils that are high in limonene. But I'm going to give you a cheat sheet, so you're not going to have to necessarily do that to get your answers. Now the diffuser blends on this slide include essential oils that are calming, grounding, energizing, and uplifting. And there's a lot more than just what's on the screen. But this gives you a baseline of where you can start from. That will really promote a focus-friendly environment. And we are a big fan of basil and spearmint. My husband loves peppermint for that focus. So these are great to put in your diffuser. Now, just as the ability or inability to focus can have a major impact on our day-to-day lives, the ability to find motivation can influence our success and really the quality of our life. Motivation can be described as the reasoning behind our actions. This reasoning can generally be categorized into one of two types of motivation: intrinsic motivation and extrinsic motivation. Now, intrinsic, hopefully I'm saying that right, is when internal factors cause a person to make certain actions or behave in a certain way. And this is when somebody does something basically because they kind of feel like they need to do it. You know, it's an internal type of thing. Now, the extrinsic motivation, that has something to do with external factors. And most time these cases are spurred for the desire for reward or avoid punishment or consequences that they don't want to have. Also, money, social pressures, the fear of disappointing others can really be one of these factors that can lead you to do something. So how can essential oils help with motivation, you might ask? Now, if we face the task that we are having a difficult getting started, completing, or just tackling tasks at all, how can essential oils help? Much like the way that essential oils are calming and uplifting with their chemical properties, these can be used to create an environment that is conducive to focus. And there are many essential oils which are uplifting, energizing, and invigorating properties that will help to promote a motivating environment. Now, when you create an environment that invites feelings of motivation and enthusiasm or energy, it is easier to get things done. Now, using essential oils to promote an uplifting and energizing atmosphere can help to kind of just engender feelings of confidence, inspiration for times when you need to accomplish an important task. Now, excuse me, whether you have Monday blues, right? Everybody hates Mondays. Desperately need to finish a project and you're super stressed out, or you're just having a difficult time getting motivated, diffusing an essential oil blend that's uplifting and energizing can really help get things going and go in the right direction. So it creates that motivational atmosphere. And this right here, you can see a lot of diffuser recipes that are wonderful to get things going. I actually, next to my computer, have my diffuser, and next to it is a bottle of doTERRA's Motivate. Excuse me. And that is one of my personal favorites. I also love Douglas fir and lime or even Douglas fir and citrus bliss, which I know is in a different combination on this slide. But those are just some of my personal favorites. Now, we're going to move on to the science of aroma and how essential oils can promote focus or motivation. Now, let's dive into some specific ideas about which oils to use and really how you can apply them. Now, oftentimes a sense of focus, motivation go really hand in hand, and especially when you need to reach a deadline or employ serious concentration or accompany something that is difficult for you, accomplishing something that's difficult for you. Now, because essential oils are potent and powerful, and because there's such a variety of oils that are both uplifting and calming with the chemical profiles that I mentioned, there are endless options for essential oils that can promote an environment for focus and motivation. And a lot of times I just find I smell a couple of them that are listed, and I go with what I'm feeling, like what is it drawing me to, which one smells the best. And that's usually what I will put in my diffuser or that I'll put on. Now, here is some common, there's just a few of them, there's a lot more than this, but these are uplifting and energizing essential oils that can really be used to promote those feelings of focus and motivation. Some of our favorites, like I said, my husband doesn't go anywhere, peppermint, grapefruit is a great one. Douglas fir is, like I mentioned that before, is one of my favorites as well. So there's a lot that you can choose from when it comes to just energizing, uplifting yourself right there. Now, when you want to use a calming essential oil, here's a couple of calming oils that are very popular. There's a vast number of oils or combination of oils that you can choose from. These all have calming properties that help your mind focus. And so these are just really good. Petitgrain actually is one of my favorites. It's less florally, it's more herb-based, but it works a lot like a lavender. So very, very calming. Now, when you're ready to use essential oils for this motivation or your focus, try using the following suggestions to get started. So in the ebook, we're going to go over a little bit more, but here on the slide, if you're watching us live and not called in, you can see some of them. Diffuse basil oil to promote sense of focus when you're trying to study, read, or complete a task. You can use motivate to promote feelings of confidence, courage, belief, you know, and how many times does that happen when you have the negative emotions like doubt and pessimism? So sometimes we want to counteract that. You can diffuse frankincense during your yoga. We have a whole yoga kit, and in the ebook, we'll have lots of oils suggested for yoga practices or meditation that will be helpful. Peppermint, super, super helpful. You can rub it on the temples. Oh, sorry, I could tell it's late at night. You can also use wild orange with the peppermint, and that's known for uplifting. Just put a drop on your hands, rub it between your palms, and inhale the aroma slowly. And that is actually very good. I don't have any right next to my desk, otherwise I'd use it right now. You can also use Intune to enhance focus. And that a good place for Intune is on the back of the neck by the hairline. It's a great place to put that on as well. All righty, let's keep moving on here. All right, now, while it's possible for people of all ages who struggle to pay attention, it's particularly difficult for children to maintain focus, especially when it comes for activities which they lack interest or that they don't find enjoyable. I have a 5-year-old and I know when she's not enjoying something. Now, here are a few ideas for essential oils for kids that can help with focus. So we talk about coriander oil, and that one's really good. You can diffuse that one while they are trying to get some work done. You can also diffuse peppermint and spearmint to help them stay alert and invigorated. So that's, you know, when they need to concentrate on that, that's really, really good. I know my daughter, my 5-year-old daughter, she loves spearmint. Now, also lime and lemon are great in the diffuser to help get them going. So if you have somebody that has a hard time waking up, this might be a good one to kind of invigorate them and get them excited for the day. And then I would add two that I like to use for my two elementary school kids are the Thinker and the Brave oil. Thinker has a lot of the herb oils in it and the grounding oils, and then Brave has a lot of the citrus and the peppermints oils in there. So it's a lot of the oils that we have on the list, but they're pre-diluted and they're already in roller balls. So super helpful with that. All right, let's move on to this slide right here about meditation. Now, on its own, the act of meditation can be extremely helpful for managing your mood, creating self-awareness, and promoting concentration. Now, when combined with the use of essential oils, it's a lot easier to achieve meditation goals and reach your new heights of focus and inspiration. And I personally have done that. It does something to just calm the body down. Essential oils are so potent that they just have such a quick, effective response when you're just smelling it to just kind of calm yourself down. So it's really good to put a drop in your hand on your reflex points and take nice deep breaths during your meditation. You can also diffuse it. But it's just try to grab a calming, grounding, or balancing essential oil. Again, that ebook that you're going to get is going to have a lot of other ideas for you. The yoga collection is great. Anchor is one of my favorite ones to use, especially when I'm really super stressed and my thoughts are all over the place. It kind of just like the name implies, it anchors me down, it balances down, calms me down, kind of centers me so that I can concentrate on what I would like to do. So that's a great oil blend called Anchor. Now, in addition to the vast benefits and application options that essential oils can hold, the use of essential oils can also be combined with other practices that can help you. And if you guys are at all familiar with doTERRA, you'll know that we talk about different lifestyle choices that you can make and have an impact in your life and how they all kind of interact and work together. Sometimes it's eating, sometimes it's sleep, sometimes it's detox, sometimes it's exercise. So you really can make a big difference with your stress level and just how your body deals with things by incorporating, pay attention to the consistency of your exercising. What are you eating? Are you practicing good eating habits? Definitely these complement each other, and you may want to take a look at how you're doing in these areas and maybe what ways that you can improve in that, or just make a slight choice and change. Just one thing that makes that a little bit better, and see if that does improve what you're trying to accomplish. Now, really quickly, I was going to open up my my phone here and share just a little bit about let's see, the ebook that's going to be available for you guys. And I just want to talk a little bit there. It goes over a little bit about the chemical profiles in a lot of the essential oils and what they invoke. And so that's really, really good. They do have some recipes for diffusing, but they have a huge list of oils that help with motivation and focus. And it looks like there's probably about 25 different oils that they talk about it. And I love it because in the ebook, it actually tells you what you can do with it. Like if you can diffuse it, where to put it, what is it going to do for the body. It all has that listed inside the ebook. So you'll definitely want to look for it in your Facebook Messenger so that you have that at your disposal on that one. But I do want to give you a few ideas of how you can stay focused all day long. So in the morning, again, you're going to want to use something energizing. So diffusing oils like lemon or Motivate in the morning can really help you get going. Or you can place a drop of peppermint on your tongue, underneath your tongue, before you leave your house in the morning. Again, that's also going to be energizing and waking you up. Now, some people have sluggish afternoons, so use oils like wild orange and Douglas fur in the palms of your hands, and just kind of rub them rub them together, and then hold over your mouth and just take some deep breaths. Again, I'll apply some of that meditation, even if it's just, 3 minutes of just breathing that in. And that will actually have you have like a little more of an afternoon pick-me-up. You can also do cheer or lime oil. Those are great to diffuse, as well as bergamot and tangerine. So look, have you noticed it's a lot of the citrus oils that are going to help pick you up, help you tackle that to-do list, kind of avoid that burnout feeling that you might have. And then the evening, what's really, really good is your family is trying to finish their homework, maybe other projects you've got going on, or you're trying to get dinner going on, diffusing things like basil, coriander, or rosemary, those herb oils, those are going to be really helpful for that, as well as Intune, to kind of as you're winding down and trying to focus on the last of the tasks. So I think that is all that I had in particular with this. As a reminder, if you are not currently working with a wellness advocate, make sure that you contact me. I can get you started with doTERRA, or find the best oils to do that. Let's see, next week's webinar is going to be essential oil and children. So look at the Facebook page. You'll be able to find that link. It'll be the same number that you used for this class, so that'll be great. You'll be able to just same time go ahead and RSVP. I'm going, and you'll be able to get the ebook as well as the access to the class for 2 more weeks. And as a reminder, last week's class was on the LLV. So if you did not get a chance, we have 1 more week to view that. Just give me a shout out, Facebook message me, and I'll make sure you get a link to that one, why that is still available. With that, I'm here for all your essential oil needs. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Take care, friends.